it like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it's definitely going to be a factor here this afternoon at Broncos Stadium at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Set, 18 Gators. Hey, Charlie.
Let's see what you got.
What? Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Block 11!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers to Gordon out left. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now it's Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
190, 180. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 9, check 9. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Load it. Load it. Who that? 47.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Locke. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 39, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Still going. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rivers. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
40. Round 80. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 47 miles. 47 miles. Load it. Load it. Get some pass in here. Hey, go orange. Check. Orange. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. J.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Wait.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Buying time to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
180. Hey, 79. 79.
26 yards.
Let him know.
First down.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check 31.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 24, Rivers, throw left side complete. That's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Lott. And this is caught at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Run 5-4. Run 80. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Go.
47. Mike 47. Let's go.
Hey, check, Mike. Behind.
To throw on third down. Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Folks at white 90. Black 15.
47 to Mike.
First down, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Load it. Load it. Hey, Rocket. Keep it skinny. Hey, Orbit.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Block now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's not going to get me. Save.
And the blitz does come. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They needed a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rivers now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check 50, check 50. White! Hey, easy, easy. White, Delta. Alpha!
From the 45 on second down, Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We got this.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Jim. He's coming. Double up.
Red! 25!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Double dog. That's the way. Out.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Slam, slam, slam. Alert flare, alert flare. Hey, check.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A throw taken in by Hamilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Locke going to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch his flat. Deuce. Hey, check 24. Hatchet. Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers on first down. It's caught by Jackson. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, that's me. Joker. Load it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Go! First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Black 11! Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got